Hi, I'm Lisa Ahern, and I'm the superintendent at Milton Cemetery. Welcome to Stories in the Stones. So Milton Cemetery is home to a number of famous artists and architects. The first one that comes to mind is Dennis Miller Bunker. Dennis Miller Bunker was an American Impressionist. He lived from 1861 to December 28, 1890, and he died relatively young. He was an American painter and innovator of American Impressionism. He was one of the major American painters of the late 19th century and a friend of many prominent Boston artists, including John Singer Sargent, Augustus St. Gaudens, Stanford White, and he happened to marry a woman whose dad was a prominent Boston Milton merchant. He married Eleanor Hardy, and her dad was Alpheus Hardy, and they had a family lot here at the cemetery. After Dennis and Eleanor got married, he contracted meningitis, and unfortunately he died. So he died at the age of 29, just as his career was getting going. His work is in many major museums. It's in the Museum of Fine Arts. It's at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. And the Metropolitan Museum of Art owns the portrait that he did just before he died of his wife, Eleanor Hardy. Eleanor got remarried after Dennis Miller Bunker died, and she is buried in Connecticut with her second husband. But the rest of Eleanor's family is here, and Dennis Miller Bunker is in her family lot. It was quite a tragic death. People were stunned. It was a big deal. Augustus St. Gaudens and Stanford White were two of his closest friends, and they designed his headstone. So Augustus St. Gaudens did the Robert Gould Shaw Memorial sculpture outside the State House up near Boston Common, and it's the large bronze sculpture of the 54th Regiment. He was a very, very good friend of Dennis Miller Bunker's, and so was Stanford White, who was a major architect at the time. And St. Gaudens and White designed a white marble headstone for Dennis Miller Bunker that we have here on the property, and it is very, very special.